Oh, hey! Good to see you here. Oh, that was unexpected, but since you came, why not pick up a chair and join us in another Trigger set review? My name is Davi Borges. I am the most important person here, and with me today, player number one is the calculating, the candid, the carefree Greg Simpkins. Greg, how are you?
Yeah, all right.
Now, Greg, could you survive a month in the wilderness?
Probably. I don't know, mate.
Excellent. And bachelor number two, we have the complex, the complicated, the concerned Alex Connor. Alex, how are you?
Hey, Davey. How you doing, mate?
Now, Alex, what piece of clothing or accessory can somebody wear that would make you have a bad opinion of them automatically?
A better or bad opinion?
A bad opinion.
Ooh, jeans with runners.
Jeans with runners. A very, well, choosy, picky person. All right. Welcome to our set reveal. Now, Greg,
do you write these intros down?
I don't, actually.
Then you're just incredibly talented.
Thank you very much.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Right, well, first thing to say is, if you're enjoying these set reviews, this is number 4. God, do you remember we did 1? It was a while ago. Please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel immeasurably. I mean, we don't even know how much, so it is literally immeasurably. And for each person who likes and or subscribes, Davy, tell them what you're going to do. Tell them what you're going to donate to a charity of your choice. That's right, a kidney. For each person that donates, or subscribes or likes, Davy's donating some sort of bodily organ.
Yes.
So I think if we get 3 people, it's going to be a little bit hazy. 2, you can probably survive that, can't you?
I will be fine.
Right, red. We're on to red. We've done white, we've done blue, we've done green. Obviously, it's red next, then black, and then just the 2 or 3 colourless cards. Davy.
Well, before we begin, Greg, why don't you run us through the tiers, which we
the main reason for not running
masterfully
through is because you've got the sheet in front of you, Davy. So why don't you run them through the tiers?
No, I don't, do I?
Oh shit, I'll do it then.
So no, I do. Wait, it's true.
So we're tiering the cards on.
So tier 1 are your bombs. So your Gisellas. Yep. Tier 2 are... No, tier 1 are the broken cards. What am I saying? Tier 2 are the bombs. So very, very good, but not broken. So like your Ulrich. Tier 3 are your very good cards. Always happy. Easy first picks. Such as Incendiary Flow. Which Greg wrote wrong. He can't really write or spell. Tier 4 are your, the cards that make up most of your deck. So, for example, Midnight Scavengers.
Most cards in my deck are usually Midnight Scavengers.
Tier 5 is starting to get, kind of bad, and you're kind of embarrassed of having it. You're not telling anyone. You don't call them the next day. So, your Steadfast Catars, for example. Tier 6, I mean, what are you doing really with your life? Why are you doing this? But it happens. We all have stories, we all have a past, so you're bold impalers. And
you've
tier
got a pass
7.
with a bold impaler. Ooh, pun number 1. Pun number 1, we're only 2 minutes in.
And tier 7, not even once. It's basically the crack of magic. And deploy the Gatewatch, for example.
What if you've got 2 planeswalkers, though?
Then you take some crack. I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Fair enough. Right, so tiers there, you can see them on the left-hand side. We're going to delve right in with Ether Torch Renegade. 2 in a red, uncommon, it's a 1/2. When Ether Torch Renegade enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy counters. You can tap it, pay a couple of energy. Ether Torch Renegade deals 1 damage to target creature, or you can tap it, and I think that's 8 energy. I'm going to assume it's 8.
It looks like 8. Yeah,
it looks like confirmed. 8. Confirmed 8. My man on the ground says it's 8. Pay 8, tap it. Ether Torch Renegade deals 6 damage to target player. What do you make of this, Alex?
Well, the more I sort of test this set, energy just seems...
Huh. How are you testing this set if it's not out yet? Are you illegally playing?
I am not, Davey. I brought a commercial grade printer. Proxying the cards without pictures to make sure that
obviously, as you do.
Just for personal use.
Well, I heard some people playing on Cockatrice, but yeah, no, obviously I wouldn't have. So energy seems a really big theme to you.
To my house every day. We draft, reseal the packs. It's all on the up and up. Don't worry about it.
All right, good.
So you think energy is strong in this set?
Yes, and it just is so flexible, and Yeah,
So
I'm liking this card a lot.
So how do you read? How do you rate, irrespective of the other set, when Aethertorch Renegade enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy? I mean, how big is 4 energy? Is that
4
a
energy
lot
is
of
a
energy?
lot of energy. Yes.
It's like bigger than 3, but smaller than 5.
All right, Davy, we'll be
Davy
maths
is
teachers in our previous life, mate. So paying two, I mean, with the energy, is pay 2 to do 1 damage to target creature? Is that something that interests you, or are there better things to do with energy from what you found?
I think there's better things to do with energy, and I think this card has the flexibility to use energy itself, but is enabling a lot of other things. I mean, it being a 1/2 body for 3 is, as we know, not great. But I still think you're probably not picking too many of these, but 1 to 2 in a deck probably gives you a lot of flexibility, as it is removal, but is also ramping your energy, for lack of a better term, to do more broken things at the end of the game.
Okay, I mean, you can pick off servos, random servos, and
Yeah, if you need to. But it can also block those servos, so...
And I mean, it's got the upside of just potentially getting the extra bit of reach and sealing a game, which you otherwise would not win.
Yeah, target player is very, very strong.
See, what does hurt me about this card?
Damage ability.
I mean,
Sorry,
it being a 3-mana 1/2, as you touched upon, if it's not doing the pay 2, ping, pay 6, pay 8, ping, big, it's not really doing much. It's a 1/2.
But this is what I think. They probably tested this card with higher attributes and it was too good. Like, this is what I think about this card, because because it's not obviously powerful. Or maybe it is, and I'm just stupid. No, but it doesn't look that amazing, but it feels like the kind of card that they tested and they had to make it a bit worse, because it wasn't that much fun to play against. I think this might be very good.
I don't know, it reminds me of a Valakut Invoker. I think I'd rather have Valakut Invoker over this. For the 3-mana 2/3 from Battle for Zendikar, pay 8, do 3 damage to a target player or creature.
I don't know.
That being said,
maybe.
that card's not in the set, and this card is.
Yeah. I'm high on this card.
Define high. Are we talking tier 3 solid first pick, or tier 4 sort of you'll play this in your deck and you'll be okay with it?
I mean, I hate to be so vague, but it feels like it could be bottom of tier 3, but it also could be top of tier 4, depending on how much the sort of consistency of these large quantity energy decks are.
I'm gonna take the leap. I think this might be tier 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'd like to be optimistic. Bottom of tier 3.
I've played with it a bit. I played 2 in my deck, and I think it's tier 4. But on my
Really?
experience, yeah, it didn't do as much as I think. The 4 energy.
You could be right. Maybe I'm just. Because fingers bring me memories.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to defer to Greg on this one.
Let's put it on 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be definitely.
It's good, but it being a 1/2 does come back. Like if you're behind, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Does feel bad.
Okay, that's fair. Tier 4.
Tier 4, Brazen Scourge. This is a difficult card to evaluate. It's a 3-mana 3/3 haste.
No, it's not. This card is great.
Oh well, that was easy. I think this card is incredibly strong in this format. Oh, in any format.
The card looks awesome.
It's a 3-mana 3/3 haste. Okay, it's double red, but it's a 3-mana 3/3 haste.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna say it quickly. I think this is a great card. I think it's well, like, I think 3 toughness is very well positioned in this format. 3 powers, beating. It's like swinging with this.
And it's a 3/3 haste.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it one more time. Like, you play a 2-drop on turn 3, you play a 3/3 haste. It happens to be Brazen Scourge, which incidentally is, I won't say it. Swing for 5. That's a big turn 3.
That is the kind of card that when your mana is a bit icky and you're on the draw, you're gonna be like, oh.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna play Magic for a while now.
What is it with 3-drops called Brazen that make you say fuck?
I think this is a subliminal message that Wizards is doing on us.
Well, it's brazen disrespect of other words, in my opinion. Thank you very much. That's university education was not wasted. I'd say strong tier 3. I'm picking this high. Yeah. Pick it often.
Yeah.
I'm saying 3-mana 3/3 haste.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
And you're saying it out loud when you're drafting.
Oh yes. What did you say? Nothing. Shut up. Don't even look, mate. Next card is Built to Smash. Instant 1 mana. That mana is red. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gains trample until end of turn. So it's giant growth, basically.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it's a lot worse than giant growth.
It's a lot worse.
What sort of deck does this go in, Alex? An attacking or a defensive deck?
An attacking deck with
maybe. Well done. I don't know. This doesn't look very good.
Yeah. How often does this get there?
Well, it's situated like it does nothing on defense unless you're.
Yeah.
But with the card that we just saw, maybe red is not willing to be on defense anyway. So maybe this will be a player.
Yeah, I can't see this. Like, it's not unplayable in a red aggressive deck. This is pretty good, but in any other deck, in a red mid-range deck, I just don't like the lack of flexibility. I'm very big on.
I think this is a 5.
I think so. I think it's perfectly playable. I mean,
pick it up late in the draft, please.
Yeah, if you've got the red-white vehicle deck, it looks pretty sexy. But
so basically, high 5 first pick, you'll be happy with it.
Built to smash. I'd smash it, mate. Smash it like Andy Gray.
All right, next card.
Football reference. Cathartic Reunion. Oh, isn't that nice? 1 red, sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Cathartic Reunion, discard 2 cards. Draw 3 cards. Davy, did you play this in any testing? What did you think of this card? Did you put it in a deck against anyone's best wishes or advice? Or, I mean, you probably know.
I correctly did that.
You correctly put it in a deck. When did you draw it? What happened when you drew it?
We had 2 lands eventually, and we drew 3 cards, and we won the game.
What actually happened was not that. So the reason I'm very down on this card is I don't think it's very good. I think it's a very steep additional cost. It's a dead top deck.
Wow! Don't oversell it. I mean,
okay, Modern Dredge. I think this card's going to be fantastic. Assuming Limited does not play like Modern Dredge, it's really steep. I think Tormenting Voices.
Oh yeah, this is sick in Modern Dredge. Jesus.
Yeah, but in Limited Magic, I just can't see this being a particularly. I think people are going to play this a lot more than they should at first, and I think it's going to be outed as a bad card.
Oh, no, it's awful.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Tier 6.
Yep.
Yeah, the additional cost is just so steep. Like, what are you going to do? You've got this and another card in hand, that you draw a good card. Okay, I guess I'll play the good card. It's so situational.
And the only reason Tormenting Voice was good in Shadows was Madness.
Yeah. Because
Tormenting Voice has been around forever and is never amazing. But it was good because we had Madness. If we, when was it, Cons or Dragons that we had Tormenting Voice? Or both?
Both, actually. With different art.
Both. It was okay, but it wasn't great. Like, you would play 1 and it's fine. This is worse than that.
Agreed. I'm very much down on this card. Tier 6.
Yep, 6. Lock it in.
Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Should we say Davy, you speak while I check we're recording. We're recording, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna do all the Planeswalkers. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. +1. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to go through everything, but +1. Exile the top card of your library. You may cast that card. If you don't, Chandra, Torch of Defiance deals 2 damage to each opponent. +1. Add red to your mana pool. -3. Chandra, Torch of Defiance deals 4 damage to target creature. And -7. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to target creature or player.
And it's also 2 red.
Starts with 4
it's 2 red and has 4 loyalty. Yes.
Okay, obviously this card's insane and it's clearly a tier 1 broken card. However, I don't think it's as good in draft as it is in other formats.
I think you have no idea what you're talking about.
There we go, that's sorted.
This card would be ridiculous. What?
Okay, well, how do you see it being used? How do you imagine using it? Do you imagine playing it, killing something, go?
No,
it doesn't matter.
play something. +1, +1, +1, -7.
This card is insane. This card is ridiculous. No, I always like evaluating cards, and this is something I taught Greg, because when I first met Greg, he didn't know anything. I taught him everything. Always imagine your opponent playing it against you, how pissed off you are.
You told me to imagine my opponent naked, and then you took your clothes off.
One thing at a time. I thought you meant...
Sorry, mate, sorry.
Imagine you're on the draw, they go turn 4, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. What do? You cry. What are you gonna do?
You just fire temper it. Easy, kill it.
It doesn't even kill it. Fire temper. They would get 5.
Doesn't, mate, does it? Okay, this card's very good. We could disagree. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be. I think
this is the best card in the set.
Really?
Yeah, for limited.
I suppose it doesn't really matter because you're going to get this in a pack and you're going to pick this. Oh, yes. So any evaluation.
No. Maybe you're gonna have a foil of another mythic.
It ultimates very quickly. Try to ultimate.
Okay. My recommendation is play this card and take it highly.
Yeah.
I think you'll want to take this
Wow.
highly.
Quality commentary there. By
Chandra's
the way, just
Pyrohelix.
one more thing. Go
Yeah.
back. Go back.
Come on.
This card is great. Okay, next card.
Thank you, Davi.
Jeez.
Brazilian humour. It's really good. Chandra's Pyrohelix, 1 and a red for an instant. Chandra's Pyrohelix deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 target creatures and or players. So it's Twin Bolt from Dragons of Tarkir. Twin Bolt's a very good and flexible card. This is a very good and flexible removal spell. I play far too many of these than I should in was it Conspiracy? It's not as good in Conspiracy.
Bragg drafted 7 Twin Bolts.
But here I think I'm going to hope to draft 7. This is, at worst, probably a 1-for-1. At best, you can pick up a 2-for-1. In some cases, a lot of random servos.
There is a lot of 3 toughness stuff in this format.
That is true. We found that to our chagrin, I suppose.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, there is a lot of 3 toughness. I don't think you want to pick too many of these, but yes.
I don't think this is that good.
Really? I think this is a decent first pick.
Oh, I disagree.
Really?
I'm not that high on it either. But
I disagree. I think, I don't know, from my short experience in this format, I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm not that high on this card.
Well, I mean, the blue-green energy deck seem to have a lot of 3 toughness creatures, but the black artifacts deck do not. The white fabricate decks do not.
Well, you're never going to get a full card then. You're just getting a 1/1 servo.
Yeah, I still think this is a very good card. I still think I'd pick this highly.
I don't know. I might be wrong. I have the impression. I think this is way worse than Galvanic Bombardment, for example.
Yeah. Yes.
Sure?
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
I still put it quite highly. I'd put it in tier 3.
Really?
I think so.
Ooh.
Really?
It's an early red
I'm
removal
not-
spell.
I don't know.
I could be convinced it's more of a solid playable than it's. But I pick this, like, if this was in 5th pick, I'd take this as sign red was open.
Okay, well, let's go for that. It's the safest thing to do, but I think...
You think I could be a bit wrong with this one?
I think you could.
Yeah, I think as well. I'm not that high on it as removal goes.
We didn't play a lot of this format. Oh, we didn't play it at all, by the way, kids, because
This
that's
is true.
illegal. But
This
actually, we are so good that we do, like mental magic games. Some people play mental chess. We do mental magic games.
We fucking
So we go,
crush it.
I'm playing a Chandra's Pyrohelix, and then they go, okay, I'm gonna.
What did you draft? I've got 3 Chandras.
I think,
I'm just that lucky.
seeing as we haven't got the experience of this format yet to make it a sort of an informed decision how good it is in the format, I'm just going to base it on the analogy of this card. So analogous cards, which are Twin Bolts, was very good and was a 3. I think based on that, I'm going to go for a 3. But it could be like
I don't know, but Twin Bolt was last time it was in a format where
there was
aggressive
morphs.
decks were very good.
Yeah, this set doesn't feel that aggressive
Like
as of
Twin
yet.
Bolt was crazy against Mardu or blue, black-white humans. This is I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
no,
I'm not that high. Let's
some
leave it on
dragons.
3, but I'm not that high on
Really?
this. I
Okay.
think it might be a 4.
it is bottom
Okay.
of 3. Bottom of 3.
Okay, I may be wrong on this one. I just think it's going to be a little better than we think.
Okay, we'll see.
Combustible Gearhulk. I love the art on the Gearhulk. This just looks sexy as hell. 4 red, artifact creature construct, mythic. 6/6, and it's got first strike. When it enters the battlefield, lots of text. Either you may draw 3 cards, it's opponent's choice, so target opponent may have you draw 3 cards, or they may have you put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. If they do, take damage equals the combined converted mana cost of those cards.
This Gearhulk is short and fat. Compared to
No,
the other. All the other...
They're up on a pedestal.
No,
Big-
but look, you
it's
can
like
see
a
he has like a
fat
big
one.
belly. He's like the Danny DeVito of Gearhulk.
I like that.
I'll give you that.
You guys!
The other Gearhulks are so imponent, and this guy is short and stubby. Bum.
That's
he
red
packs
though,
a
isn't
punch.
it? Low to the ground.
Yeah.
Ah,
So you don't like it.
I think this is potentially the weakest of the Gearhulks.
even in limited, yeah.
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 Still
It's
insanely
still
strong.
great. Yeah, it's still super good, but it does. I mean, they're never gonna get you to. They shouldn't ever ask. Don't get them to draw 3 cards. Always just mill, because you take. I don't know, less than 5 damage most of the time.
Well, yeah, the way I found this card to be is I play it, they take 6 damage, then I attack with it, and usually kill 2 things. That's pretty good.
No. It's an awesome card. I mean, we know this card is very good. We're comparing to the top of the. It's
Okay.
not a tier 1 card.
To the other gear holes.
It reminded me a bit of Sim Prodder, like a souped up Sim Prodder. It does damage to the opponent and it's got a very
But a
relevant
much
combat
better
ability.
body.
Yeah.
I think
Because
this is.
no,
I think this.
sounds
I
correct.
think this is not a tier 3. This is a tier 2.
oh no,
It's
of course
tier
not. It's very high tier 2. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not quite as game breaking as like the Black Gearhulk or the White Gearhulk.
Yeah.
Still a huge first pick, but
Yeah,
Don't-
you still first pick this,
don't
but
expect to draw 3 cards of this. Expect to do 6 damage to your opponent. If you play it when they've got 7 life, then it's a different story. So if you've got it's obviously best in a very well, no, it's best in a red deck. But if you can get them down low on health, this is potentially a finisher one way or the other. Also,
Yeah.
I suspect there's going to be a lot of fun situations where the opponent's just like saying, "Okay, put 3 cards in your graveyard. Shit. I'm dead." Tier 2.
Yep, to do.
Demolish.
Next.
Sorcery. Destroy target artifact or land. 3 in a red. Demolish is a staple of a lot of sets, and it's always crap. However,
In
it's an
this set.
artifact set.
Yeah,
Okay.
having
4 mana
artifact-
sorcery looks awful.
it does. Still having this in your sideboard can be very handy, and the artifact removal in green and in white is very playable. So it makes me think this is more playable than it otherwise would be. But
Yeah.
for
Oh,
mana,
yeah, that-
sorcery
it's more-
speed is without any other upside. I mean, you can destroy land, but
You could
know,
never
it's-
play this before. Now sometimes you can.
Yeah, I think
I'm
this
not
is more of a
sh-
sideboard card.
I'm not sure if you mainboard it. I don't think it's quite there to be mainboardable, but
It's a tier 6.
I say tier 5, just for
I'd
this
say
format.
5. Yeah.
Okay, tier 5. With the caveat, sometimes it will be good, but most of the time you probably shouldn't. Even in this format, you shouldn't really.
Yeah, it's just
put
expensive.
this.
It's a very good sideboard card against the right deck, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
loath to run this
If they
meta.
bring in a rare or uncommon vehicle that they're winning the game off, you're going to be up on mana. And
Or if they
Yeah.
have a Gearhulk and you can't deal with it, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I think you will play this more than you think. But yeah, out of the sideboard feels right.
Okay. Fateful Showdown. Story card. 2 red instant. Fateful Showdown deals damage to target creature or player equals the number of cards in your hand. Then Wheel of Fortune. Discard all the cards in your hand. Then draw that many cards. That's not Wheel of Fortune, but it's a fun effect nonetheless.
Nope.
Davi, rate this card. Tell me why it's good or bad.
I think this card is awful.
What?
I think this card is not very good.
Why do you think it's bad?
Is it?
I obviously disagree. So tell me why you think it's bad, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
No, maybe it is good. I don't know. How much damage are you gonna actually deal?
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck with this. So aren't you doing 2 or 3 damage with this?
I think most of the time you're doing 2 or 3 damage because you should be playing stuff if it's a limited game. So if you're not missing land drops and you have a decent curve, how much damage are you really doing? And the fact that you can on the late game, this card will be good. So like you have enough lands to cast all of your curve. You start keeping lands in hand. Just shows up, and it's probably gonna win some games.
But it goes to face.
It
Yeah,
goes to the face. That's relevant, but shaky. It's not. It's not. It's
deals
a
2
very conditional removal.
Are you
Let's
casting
hope
this
that-
on turn 4 much of the time?
Okay.
No.
Here's the thing. This is way worse than a Hero's Wrath.
Most cards are.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you're in the Nahiri's Wrath train. I did that as a provocation because Greg doesn't like Nahiri's Wrath.
Not a big fan. I don't know. I think you're a little down. I think it kills some. I think what Collective Defiance taught me, the 2 red rare from the old set, is that cycling your hand can be incredibly powerful at times.
But that was an option. The thing is,
True.
this is an awful top deck. If you have no cards in hand, if you played everything and you top deck this card, it's awful. It does nothing.
Because yeah, if you're
I
playing,
don't like my removal to sometimes do nothing. Like that's depressing.
is 2 red, deal 2 damage, draw 2 cards.
Discard 2 cards.
Just yes, yeah, sorry, but yeah. Anyway, so say you've got you're holding 2 land, and then you have this, and you pay 4, you deal 2, you discard your 2 lands, and then you draw 2 cards. Is that worth it? I don't feel like it is for
No,
how
probably
sort of
not. I mean, it's
clunky.
okay. It's a decent effect. Like
I know, but
some situations you'll be happy to. But you're right. It's quite clunky. Also, it doesn't count itself, so you have to have other cards in your hand for it to do anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, no, I've been quite convinced. For some reason, I just thought this was quite good. I think it works a lot better with Madness, which of course we don't have here. Okay, I can see.
Yeah.
I can see this being a somewhat average card. I mean,
Tip 5 even.
I'm loath to rate it so lowly because of the upside of getting rid of a few lands. And
It has
killing.
an upside. Sometimes it kills what you need to kill. I'll say 4.
Yeah, just the fact it can win a game as well, go face. The fact you can craft a game plan around this. But like Burn from Within was a very reliable way of killing them if you got them to 6. This is not quite so reliable.
No.
I'd say a low tier 4. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm okay with that. It's a weird card, so
Yeah, I'd have gone a lot higher had we not spoken it through. Furious Reprisal. 3 in a red, sorcery. Uncommon. Furious Reprisal deals 2 damage to each of 2 target creatures and or players.
Greg, how good is this card?
Well, I thought it was excellent until we played 3 of them in our deck and we didn't have a single target. There are a lot of 3 toughness creatures in this game.
There's a lot of 3 toughness creatures. I mean, that's a very limited sample that we had. We had 1 game with this, but jeez.
Okay, but this card looks insane. This card looks fantastic. This card looks like a guaranteed 2-for-1. It is not a guaranteed 2-for-1.
No.
it's still good. It is still good removal.
When you get the 2-for-1 for this, you'll fist pump. When you don't,
Yeah.
it's not terrible. Dealing 2 damage to target creature and doing 2 to the face. Of note, it does not deal 4 to the face. It does in 2-headed giant, but in 1v1 magic, you cannot go straight to the dome with 4. So it's limited reach. I still think it's a very good card. I think it's tier 3. I just think expectations need to be reined in a little bit if you think you're killing 2 creatures all the time.
Every time with it, yeah. But killing a creature dealing 2 damage.
That's good. And
Still
the
pretty
upside of the 2-for-1 and then getting through a big attack, presumably if you're in red, is high.
Just don't. You probably, as you guys experienced, 3 of these cards plus some other 4 casting cost creatures is starting to make your curb not so great.
Yeah.
And
Just
if you've got multiple these in your hand, you're like, what am I doing?
We did win that match though, just saying.
Yeah.
Well, mainly by discarding these cards to key to the city.
That is true. So that's another good thing about this card. You can discard it to key to the
I
city.
don't know, I think it's strong. I would caution against being greedy to try and get the 2-for-1. If you've got a chance of killing something, dealing 2 to the face, and getting an attack, it's worth. I think it's tier 3. I think it's high. It's a high card, and I think maybe our sample size is low.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay,
Agreed.
tier 3, solid card. Giant Spectacle. 1 red, enchant creature. Enchant creature gets target test +2/+1 and has menace. I'm going to lose this card a lot.
Let's talk about something else. I don't want to talk about this card. So how was your day?
So Giant Spectacle is the card I will look in my sealed pool. I'll see this card and I'll immediately put it to the side.
Yeah.
Never.
I hope to never
don't
play
do
this card. It's just so easy. There's a lot of cards. There's things that lock
We're
down.
gonna lose to it. You know you're gonna lose
Yeah,
to
it's a
it.
fair bit of bounce, removal, wreck you, and you go. Just open yourself up for a 2-for-1. It's just not worth it. Tier 6.
Yeah, try not to play this, please.
Yeah. Tier 6. I wouldn't say not even once because it is playable, but very, very lowly. If you've
Is it playable? I don't know. If I
Yes.
put this in my deck, I'll be very sad.
you are,
I think this is tier 7.
I'd say tier 6, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Don't pick it. Don't play it.
Yep. Next.
Harness Lightning.
Here we go. Finally.
1 red, instant, uncommon. Choose target creature. You get 3 energy. Then you may pay any amount of energy. Harness Lightning deals that much damage to that creature. Alex?
Yeah. This card's great. Love it. It's the best red removal by far that we've seen, at least. I wouldn't be surprised if it is the best red removal.
So how have you been using it? Have you been using it to do 3, or have you been using it to bolster your energy, or have you been using it to do 10 by having a lot of energy?
Just, you can pick and choose. That's why it's so amazing. Like, if you know that you're keeping the tempo by just killing their 2-drop but getting some energy, which you can then use later with your other cards, that's great. Or you have, played a 2-drop that gives you 2 energy, you've got 5 energy. When you've played this card, you'll have 5 energy. You're then killing their 5-drop for 2 mana, instant speed. Love it.
Is this card a tier 2?
Potentially, yes.
Oh, of note,
It is very, very good.
Of note, it doesn't go face. I suppose that would be just too powerful with
It
energy.
would.
Yeah, it would.
You'd be doing 10 damage for 2 mana, not too inconsistently.
Also, I believe, and I may be wrong here, the way the you may effects work is, so I choose target creature, I get 3 energy, then the opponent can do a trick and give it indestructible, and then I may pay any amount of energy. So I could theoretically play 0 energy if the opponent gives it indestructible, or
I'm
gives
quite,
it +5,
yeah, I'm
+5.
quite sure, and this is awesome. Quite sure that's how it works.
Yes.
Like, I think once you pay the energy, they can't do anything. They can't respond to you. So you cast this card, you target, and you get the energy, then they have to do something. They have to respond to it.
So
you
it's on the
could just-
stack.
yeah.
It's on the stack. If they don't, they can't just simply choose to, now I'm going to cast a combo trick. They can't do that.
It's
I'm
a bit
pretty
like
sure.
It's a bit like Sunward Stag. That's my belief. I may be wrong here. I don't think I am.
Yeah, we might be wrong.
I think this card's
I don't think
excellent.
I am.
I think this is, as you said, the best red removal. I think this is probably... I think we can make an argument for a tier 2... tier 2-ish card. It's no Gear Hulk, but... Fuck
Yeah,
it. I mean,
let's...
Gear Hulk's a 6-mana bomb. This is a 2-mana bomb.
I think this card is, yeah, first pick, be super happy, tier 2.
Alex?
Yep, I'm in for that.
Sweet. Let's go down and hijack this discussion with an act of treason copy. Oh, it's called Hijack. 1 red, sorcery, common, gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn, untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. 2 things to point out here. Act of Treason, always a marginal card. Obviously, it's much better in an aggressive deck. Double red, hurts it. There are limited sacrifice effects in this format. Act of Treason's always fun when you've got the Steel and Sack deck. There are some things in black red that do that as 1 rare, but it's a rare. There's not much that does it. Obviously, there's going to be some stuff that I'm missing, but I don't think this is particularly well positioned to this format.
You'll lose to it, but it's not great.
It can steal a knife, it can steal a vehicle.
Might be. There are formats where this card ends up being very good.
Yeah.
I don't
Origins,
think this is it.
This was really good in Origins.
True, but in Origins there was the steal and sack effect. It was a crazy.
Yeah,
trick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can steal a vehicle, I suppose, but you still have to crew it. I'm down
Yeah,
on this card. I
no.
don't think this card's, even though red looks aggressive and it looks fun and you want to be bashing in.
6.
Yep.
Maybe. Okay, put 6. Yeah, I just don't think I'm ever going to
It's
play
bad.
it. It's bad.
It's bad.
Incendiary Sabotage. 2 red, instant. Uncommon. As an additional cost to cast Incendiary Sabotage, sacrifice an artifact. Now, do you want to hear what I first thought it said or what I've learned as it now says?
Deal 3 damage to each creature opponent controls?
No, I thought it was just 3 damage to 1 creature, so obviously shit.
Oh yeah, I was there when you figured it out.
Incendiary Sabotage deals 3 damage to each creature on the battlefield. That's a lot of damage.
No, some of our listeners slash viewers slash people who
Stop
just
slashing
touch
the
the
listeners.
screen slash people who touch the screen. You might think, oh, it's dealing damage to all the creatures, so it's gonna do damage to my creatures as well. This card is awful. No, this card is awesome. Because you know you're gonna do it, they don't know you're gonna do it. And then you do it when it's really, really good for you, and not for them. This card is great.
Yeah, I haven't played with or against it, but I sense this is a complete bomb.
Yeah. I mean, 3 damage is definitely the sweet spot.
Yeah, at instant speed?
Yeah, instant. Oof.
You go and kill my artifact, in response, sack it, kill your board.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card looks good.
I mean, as you said, the opportunity to decide when to wrath. Wrathing at instant speed as well, and it is a wrath. 3 damage to each creature. It's not going to kill everything, but it's going to kill
most things.
Lot of important creatures in this format.
Yeah.
You can also time. I mean, it being instant, you can. I'd say better than that. It being instant, you can also time it with you can block their things, then end of turn, deal the last 3 points of damage to everything. I think this is a very, very strong bomb. I'd give this a very high tier 2 grade.
I wouldn't. Tier 2, I think is too high for this.
I think tier 2 is too high, yes, because you are making to get its full value. You have to have the board state where you don't lose all your creatures as well, and there is like the upside is very high, but there will be quite a lot of scenarios where you just don't want to play it because you will lose more creatures.
Yeah, sometimes this card is bad. I mean,
True.
Not all you build up to that, and sometimes it's amazing. That's why it's a high pick. But it's not unconditional. Always play, and something awesome is gonna happen.
So you would.
And sometimes you're. And
would
sometimes
you pick Harness Lightning over it?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I would, but I'm happy
Really?
to. I'm happy to defer to the masses. I don't know. I just think the upside on this is insane. Where
It
Fire
is, but
Lightning kills
sometimes you're not
something.
gonna have an artifact. You know, there are a few obstacles.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy going tier 3.
High tier 3.
Okay.
You happy with that, Davey?
Inventor's
Yeah.
Apprentice, otherwise known as Monastery Swift Spear. 1 red mana, uncommon. Inventor's Apprentice gets +1/+1 as long as you control an artifact.
How dare you call this Monastery Swift Spear?
I think it's probably better in limited, incidentally.
Jeskai prowess was sick.
Alright, mate, let's not live in the past. So,
Okay.
1 mana,
Look-
1/2, that's kind of crap.
1 mana, 2/3.
That's pretty good. How out of the way are you going to go to draft an artifact in a deck? To draft artifacts in this... Basically what I'm saying is this playable in a deck without artifacts?
No,
No.
Is this a bomb in a deck with artifacts?
but it's
No,
very
it's-
good. It's not a.
it's-
It's very
bomb.
good. It's
Yeah.
very good. If you have a turn 2 artifact, you start attacking with a 2/3 on turn 2. It's really good. And I think most decks will have a certain amount of artifacts.
Not having
actually.
artifacts in this set seems very, very unlikely.
Yeah,
Like
we've
you
got
open when you open a booster, there's not as many colored cards than there are in a normal set. There's a lot of artifacts, and I think most decks will have a fair amount of artifacts. So I think this card is good.
Yeah, I've been playing 5 to 6 so far. So I think there's a puzzle, not cycle, there's a lot of things. I don't think this card is good. I think this card would be good in the standard where you've got 4 of them, you know you're going to get it on turn 1. I think for this card to be good, you have to have it on turn 1 or turn 2. If you've got one of them in your deck, which seems the likeliest scenario as it's an uncommon, you are, well, reducing the chance you get on turn 1. It's a bad, like even late in the game, a 1 mana 2/3. Okay, on turn 7 it's not good. It's an efficiently costed card, but it's not going to do
Oh, but
much.
you can say that about any early drop.
That's why I like early drops that do things late game. It doesn't do too much late game. It just gets
I-
a bit
I-
big.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
you always play. Come on, it's not a bad card.
No, it's not a bad card. I just don't think it's particularly over the top or anything.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's not. It's
I
a
agree.
4. It's a 4. But it's a good card. It's okay.
Yeah.
Play it if you get it. Why not? And
Yeah,
sometimes it's gonna be really good. Sometimes this thing is gonna deal 6 damage, 8 damage.
I think this is... I don't know. I don't think this card's going to... I think this is going to be picked highly, and I don't think it's going to do as much as it could. Like,
Oh
if you've
yeah,
got
I think
if,
people will pick it higher than it should, for sure.
if you've got 3 of them, fantastic. The card value shoots up a lot. But for it to be good, it's got to come out on turn 1. And for it to come out on turn 1, you've got to get a bit lucky if you've only got 1 in your deck. Okay,
Still
cheers.
great
I don't know,
value.
man. We're
Yeah.
playing 3 mana 2/3s on this thing in this
Yeah, fair enough.
this format. I don't think it's a disaster if you get it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not ideal, but come on.
Okay,
Come on, Greg, come
I'll go
on.
tier
You're
4.
trying to pick
Come
this and play it in
on.
an aggressive strategy. Like you're not picking this in your you're not playing. You probably are playing it, but you're not picking it to play it in your go over the top inevitable turn 10 red deck.
No, I'd pick this if I've got artifacts. I wouldn't pick this in order to pick up artifacts.
Yes, agreed.
Okay,
But it
excellent.
is very nice cost. 1 mana.
Yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
Tier 4. Lathnu Hellion. 2 and a red for a 4 mana haste creature. It's got a gold symbol, meaning it's rare. When Lathnu Hellion enters the battlefield, you get a couple of energies. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice Lathnu Hellion unless you pay energy. Seems pretty good to me, Davy. Tell me why it's not good.
Okay. I need to talk to you people. This card is insane. This card is so good. This card is bonkers good.
Well, tell
Like,
me why,
this
Davy.
card is
Why, goddammit,
ridiculous.
why? I've got 2 kids
If you
here.
have, if you have this on turn 3 on the play, that's at least 8 damage before you might have to sacrifice it. And there's a lot of energy producing in this thing. You might not. This card is gonna be the most annoying thing to play against.
The
Like,
beat downs.
If they play that against you on turn 3 and you're on the draw, that's when you feel unhappy about choosing to play Magic. You know,
Okay. Okay.
This card is sick. This card
Okay,
is
I've
so
got a
good.
few questions. Is this good in a deck without any ways to produce energy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically a 3 mana 4/4 haste that gets in 2 hits.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, how big of a loss is trample on this card?
Not
It's
not
red.
having sample.
It's red. Red doesn't get trampled that much. It's normal.
It's sort of ball lightning. So I'm just thinking about the fact that it can get chumped by servos.
I think if it had trample, it would be way too pushed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question
Because
3.
this is not ball lightning. Because this. Okay, let's say I understand your thing, but so bad case scenario is you spent 3 damage and they had to jump block twice.
Yeah, I mean it's still a good rate. Final question.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Do you pick this over the 1 red 3/3 haste?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This card is so good.
Yep, agreed. I think it's a great card. I think it shines in an energy deck. It's decent in a non-energy aggressive deck's emphasis on aggressive.
If you're an aggro deck, this card is all you want in your life, and you're gonna win so many games with this thing. It's gonna be great. You're gonna feel awesome. You're gonna, buy your wife some flowers. You haven't even spoke to her for 5 years, but this is gonna make you so happy that you are gonna rekindle the love.
Yeah, it's just such an insane rate. Just haste, a 4/4 haste on turn 3 is just so difficult to deal with. Okay, sometimes it doesn't live too long, but I think this is very solid tier 2.
Yeah. Bomb.
I'm press picking this most of the time. Alex?
Yeah.
Sweet.
No arguments here.
4/4 haste. There's your sweet spot. Can you do better than that? Madcap Experiment. Yes, it can.
No,
it can't. 3 in a red. Sorcery. Blah 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 blah. It's shit. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So red. Madcap Experiment deals damage to you equals the number of cards revealed this way. So you get an artifact on the battlefield, you take a lot of damage.
You also sometimes don't get an artifact and
Until
do yourself a lot of damage.
Dome yourself for 20.
Yeah.
Well, I think the best way to play this is just have 1 Gear Hulk in the deck and just go for it. No other artifacts, just go for it.
And then you have this and the Gear Hulk on your first 7.
Yeah, easy. Oh shit, then you're fucked. Fuck you. I should say tier 7 unplayable.
Yep.
If you have only this and a Gear Hulk, you might kill yourself.
Exactly. Or you could kill them. Where's your cut-off point? Tier 7 unplayable. Leave it to Saffron Olive.
No.
He'll break it. No, I'll do it then. Tier 7, agreed?
Yep, next. Moving on.
Next Madcap card. Maulfist Doorbuster. I like the art. 3 in a red. It's a 4/2 at uncommon. When the aforementioned Doorbuster enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. When the aforementioned Doorbuster attacks, you may pay energy. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Right, I'll go first. I found this card to be quite bad. I think it's understated. It's a 4 mana 4/2, which I'm really not happy playing. I like the energy.
I want it to be a 4/3.
Yeah, exactly. 2 just trades down so much.
All I have to say is, when you're aggroing down and you wanna win, who you gonna call? Doorbuster!
And then he rocks up. You have to wait a turn. Come on time.
Guys, can you win, please? No, I'm just not feeling it.
Really, you think this is bad? I thought this was okay.
The kicker for me is whenever the Doorbuster attacks, you may pay energy. It's just the fact you can't do it straight away. You're playing a 4 mana 4/2, then saying go.
If he had haste or he had another toughness, I'd be much more inclined. It just felt, oof.
Okay, no, I get it.
Just never has a card needed haste more than this.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's fine. It's
you
fine.
You can play it. Like, don't get us wrong. It just, for what you want to be doing with this, it doesn't feel like he doesn't like his job that much.
No, exactly. He's busting down some doors saying, fuck this, I'm going home early. Do you want to come out for a drink? No, I fucking don't. Little Timmy's ill again, the little shit.
It's Friday, 4 o'clock. Where is he? You don't know. He's gone already. It's Friday.
Look, even the flavor text, not too late. I'm too fucking late again, aren't I? I'm always too late. Mother said I'd fail, and I have. Look at me, I'm busting doors. I think this is tier 4 or 5.
Yeah, in saying that, tier 4, I think.
Yeah, it's playable. It's just, it doesn't.
It could be a 5. No, maybe it's a 4.
Bottom of 4, I'm going to put it.
Yeah, it just doesn't do quite enough, I think, to justify a high pick. But pick it up, play it, and don't be too unhappy. Yeah. Pierre Nollar, where's your husband gone? No, where is he? Sorry, that's
dead.
Tasteless.
Is he dead? I don't
Apparently.
He is. I think he is.
They're just cards with numbers onto you, aren't they?
I really wanted to do a magic.
Right, before you do a magic gossip.
I don't know the story.
So Pierre
I need to catch up.
We've got Trigger After Dark, I think, is what the...
Not anymore, we don't. 2 in a red. Legendary creature, Human Artificer. It's a rare. 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 color Thopter artifact creature token with flying. 2 activated abilities, 1 in a red. Target artifact creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. 1, sacrifice an artifact. Target creature can't block this turn.
I think she's great.
Yeah.
I think she's
Yeah.
good. I wouldn't say
Very
she's great.
Nah.
Value.
She's,
Like,
yeah.
value.
I mean,
Value.
Sandstep Outcast, right? Just Sandstep Outcast with a...
No, like, this card, you know, it's a savings account. Safe, you put your money all over there, and it's always giving you more. Like, it's not winning the lottery. This is, you know, this is the value.
This is the
This is
smart
value.
people's investment. Okay? Smart
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
like
this
that.
is not a casino. This is, you know, a bank.
So
A
you think...
solid portfolio of stocks. And so most of them are safe, but you're risky sometimes. This is Pianala.
Daffy,
The longest set review with the most.
it's just a card, mate. It's just a fucking piece of cardboard. Calm the fuck down.
Oh,
How important do you
that
think the
was great,
activated...
David.
How important do you think the activated abilities are then?
Very. I think they're awesome.
Yeah, Wonder Red's expensive to give target artifact creature +1/+0, no toughness boost.
Because it's any artifact creature, like you can having anything is pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's tier 3-ish maybe. I don't think it's.
I think
great.
it's true, yeah.
Yeah,
think
top
it's-
tier 3, I agree. But
Really?
I like this sort of card. It's not obviously blow them out of the water, but you just the incremental advantages and the utility you get with this card.
I'm never
Across-
unhappy first picking this.
Yeah,
Okay.
across the lifespan of any game is just great.
just
Chipping
seems
in
like-
for a bit more damage every turn, have a big creature they can't block with their biggest creature.
The more artifacts you have, the better it is.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I
She's
do like the
great.
fact you can just fold their entire board late in game. Yeah, I think Sandstep Outcast with upside, and that's a good tier 3 card. Quicksmith Genius, 2 in a red, uncommon, 3/2. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may rummage. Discard a card. If you do, draw a card.
What's the matter with this guy? Look at him.
He just looks like he's raging at that thing.
Yeah, his face. That's weird.
Well, firstly, 3 mana 3/2 is fine, so that's good. Vanilla test, we've passed it. Nice little ability too.
Yeah, this is just
Card's fine.
good rate with a bit of upside. I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
happy-
I've been
pretty happy
playing
with this
5
card.
to 6 artifacts most decks. Half of them artifact creatures, usually 1 vehicle. Even if I'm not triggering it, this card's just fine. If I'm triggering it once or twice, that's a pretty nice upside, pretty nice card
It's
selection.
fine. It's fine.
I'd say tier 4, middle of the road.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want it more in an artifact deck, but even in a non-artifact deck, it's playable.
Yep.
Reckless
Agreed.
Fireweaver, 1 red, 1/3. Creature human artificer at common. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, the Fireweaver deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Is this the Thermal Alchemist we deserve?
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, it was too good though, Alchemist. So the reason I'm a bit more down on this card is I would much rather have card selection than ping my opponent for 1. If I'm pinging my opponent for 1, I want to be aggressive, I want to be doing them a lot of damage, and this is a 1/3.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's-
not feeling it.
This card just seemed quite bad. Like even the best case scenario, I played it and I did 3 damage to the opponent, and then I didn't really do
You're
anything. I
not.
probably
Yeah, you're
chug
not
block
doing
with it.
1 damage a turn, are you? You're doing sort of maybe 6 across the whole game if the game
If
goes
this
that
card-
long. And
If this card was a 2/2, it would be so much better.
Yeah, it's just got the wrong stat distribution for the card for what it's trying to do, which is ping your opponent down. I'm
Yeah.
quite down on this. I think I'd give this
Maybe
tier
there
5.
is. Maybe there is a deck where this is great. Yeah, we don't know yet. We haven't drafted this.
slower, making
Yeah,
tons of
Yeah,
tons
loads of
servos.
artifacts, something
Yeah.
that makes tokens repeatedly.
I think it's very playable, but you're definitely playing this in a slow red
It's a
deck.
very specific deck, though. It's not an
Yeah.
early pick. I
Okay,
don't
well, like
think-
a fabricate deck with lots of Thopters, with lots of servers
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, I'd be happy to play a blocker that then is going to ping them for 5 damage. Sounds
Or
pretty good
that
to me.
artifact that makes servos. You know, that you pay 4, tap, and make a servo.
Yep.
That's
Well,
okay.
I'm thinking.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I say tier 5. Am I a bit harsh saying that?
I think let's leave it there, but it could be better. There
Yeah.
could be a deck for this, but this is
Actually-
not for everybody. This is not for the super aggressive red deck.
Oh yeah, please don't play it in that deck.
Okay, yeah, I say meh. Renegade Tactics. Oh god. Single red, sorcery, target creature can't block this turn. Draw a card. This seems like it's taken straight out of Oath of the Gatewatch. Basically does sort of like slip through space, the
Yeah.
expedite. I didn't like those cards, and there was a point to them there because we had Surge. I don't like this card here.
No,
Really?
Yes, do you like it?
I don't think it's that bad.
it's not great.
It's not
I'm not-
great.
I'm
but-
not trying to play it.
I mean, it's a 1-mana red card that cycles, so I suppose there is the argument: how bad can it be?
It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
It's not a 6. I think it's a 5.
But you're trying to cut it from your deck.
I would play 1 and not
Really?
be super unhappy. I guess so. I might be
Again,
wrong.
I opened my sealed pool, and this is the card I put in the not unplayable.
No, but this is
cards I
way
hope
better
not
in
to play.
draft than it is in sealed. Like in a very aggressive red deck, this could be the thing that allows you to push that extra damage that you're missing.
Okay, I can see that. So it's situationally playable.
Yeah, it's better in draft than in sealed. But I can definitely see this as it's like magnetic chasm. You would never play it every time, but sometimes it was really good.
I'm not loving it.
No, I'm not feeling it. I can put it in the meh pile of tier 5 because I don't think it's as terrible as tier 6.
Okay, let's go for 5.
It's a 1-mana cycler.
Bottom of 5, yeah.
Fair dues, fair dues. Ruinous Gremlin, single red, and it's a 1/1 creature gremlin. It's got an activate ability: sack it, destroy target artifact for 2 and a red.
This guy is so cute.
I like this guy.
Really? I don't. Why do you like it?
Because the sacrifice an artifact just feels very powerful.
But you wouldn't play demolish.
This is better than demolish.
But it's instant speed. I'm getting a creature that I can crew something with. I mean, it's way more flexible than demolish. And I was
true.
When we were talking about demolish, I was saying the white and green cards, which are costed less and have more and have more upside. I definitely think are main deckable. So if I'm saying that, I'm saying you can main deck this.
I agree. I think it's better than demolish, even though effectively it's the same card. Like sometimes you just play 4 mana, destroy target
It's
artifact.
not effectively the same card.
No, it's
No,
way
I mean,
better than demolish.
It can be later in the game. It's 4 mana, destroy target artifact if you want. Two
Yeah,
red.
but
But that's
can be the
the
same later
Yeah.
in the game and essentially the same card. They're two different things.
True. I don't have it higher than tier 5. I think it's meh. I think it's playable. I prefer not to play it, but it's not the end of the world if I play it. I like what you said. It can crew things.
Yeah, I think it's a 5. Might be a 4. You don't know. Maybe this that good. Destroying artifacts is that important.
I think the artifacts are what are doing the broken things in this set.
Not the energy.
Well, no, but the energy is enabling those broken artifacts.
I'll put this on 5. But
Or there are artifacts that are creating energy that are then, like vice versa. But
I think this is a 4.
I'm not sure. I really find that the destroy artifact on a body that you can do at instant speed just seems really nice to me. And when I've played against it and played with it, I've been very happy that it's either been in my deck or very sort of trying to play around this gremlin, like so that I don't play my winning card so that it just gets killed by this 1/1 gremlin that's been crewing something all game. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how high you can pick it, but I think you're definitely playing this when you have one.
Okay, I see your argument. I still think maybe tier 5 to start with.
Yeah,
It's a 1/1,
I think-
but I
yeah.
think it's got significant upside. It's better than Caustic Caterpillar was in Origins at least, and that was basically the same card. Actually, it was strictly better. Salivating Gremlin.
I may well be too high on it, but it just
Okay.
feels-
Well, here's a gremlin I can get behind. Should be a saying. 2 and a red for a 2/3 at common. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Salivating Gremlins gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. I believe this is a functional reprint. It was quite strong before. I think it was M14 or 15. I think this card's quite a beating. Even in a non-artifact
They are
deck.
definitely running out of adjectives. It's a salivating gremlin.
Yeah.
It's a
Salubrious
salivating
gremlin.
gremlin.
I don't know.
Very soon we're gonna have good husband gremlin or
Decent gremlin, friendly
yeah.
gremlin,
all
nice
right
man,
gremlin.
nice man. 3/1 2/2.
They're really lacking adjectives. Salivating, and they were right on the nose. There's like he's drooling.
I like it. I like the way they see the world. The Magic Men. The trample is pretty big on this card. In fact, 4/3 trampler is great. 6/3 trampler is pretty great.
Oh, this card is pretty good. I think.
I think it's good. I wouldn't say it's
I
any
think
higher than tier 4, but it's a
No,
It's a
decent.
good for
the trample just really pushes it. It's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Again, we've talked about it before. I think trample in this format is really important, and this in the right deck is a really strong card.
Yep.
If it's not the right deck, otherwise it's just a middle of the road playable. Tier 4, whack it in. Let's go to Skyship Stalker, 2 red. It's Sheevan Dragon, but better. Creature Dragon, rare. 3/3 flyer. It's got some activate abilities. It's got fire breathing, so play 1 red, gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Pay as many times as you want. 1 red gains first strike until end of turn. Suppose you can pay that as many times as you want. And 1 red gains haste until end of turn. This is a bomb, right?
Bomb.
It's a 4 mana 3/3 flyer that can just win the game in the late game. They probably have to block it, and if they block it, they lose because it's got first strike. You can get in straight away if you've got a lot of mana.
It's good.
I mean, it rewards heavy red decks more, like a deck with 10 red sources and 7 other things. I just think it's a great card.
Yeah.
It's not gonna win you the game when you're behind, but when you drop this is going to be the thing they have to kill.
It's not that
pretty
bad.
Soon.
When you're behind, it's still doing work.
Yeah, I suppose it's got first strike, so it holds back something.
Yeah, it's a good blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd put this very high in tier 2.
Yep.
Wouldn't quite put it at the top. It's no cataclysmic Gearhulk, but it's not too far behind, to be honest.
No, it's really good.
This is a quality card. Pick it high and pick it often. Tier 2. Spark of Creativity. Should we just go down?
Yeah.
Alright. Spark of Creativity. 1 red mana. Sorcery. Choose target creature. Exile the top card of your library. You may have Spark of Creativity deal damage to that creature equal to the exiled card's converted mana cost. If you don't, you may play that card until end of turn.
Oof.
Right.
What do we say?
So, firstly, you are exiling the top card of your library, so you are like you don't get to play it. If you
If you don't have the mana to be able to, can you play it without playing the mana? No, you have to cast
pay
it.
the mana.
Don't you? Yeah. Oof. This card is.
So so you can exile it, and then you can maybe kill something if you exile something big. If you exile like a 4 mana spell.
I don't like this.
If you don't, you can play that card. So yeah, I mean, what I just figure will happen almost half the time is you're going to choose target creature, exile a land, and then play the land.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
And you have to pick the creature before you know how much damage you can potentially do to it. Ooh.
Yep, it's very red
No.
in that sense. I kind of like the flavour of that. I just think it's really bad cards. It's tier
Yep.
6.
No.
Yep. Next.
Speed Ray Fanatic looks absolutely awesome. 1 red,
Yeah.
creature, human, pilot, uncommon. It's a 2/1. It's got haste. Whenever it crews a vehicle, that vehicle gets haste until end of turn. Let me just interject and say I really like how much haste red's getting this set. I think haste is a very underdone keyword.
Don't interject again. Stay with the script.
Sorry, I just see the haste and I get sorry. I'm sorry, I'll get the script out.
You're here
I like
to
this
the
card. It's very good. I like that it's good early and good late. It's good with vehicles. I say tier 4. How about you, Davy? Oh, sorry, mate. I'm scripting. I'm going off script. Well, it's great early as it's a 2/1 haste.
It's a good game. Good late.
It's good
Yes.
No, you were saying before. Sorry.
No,
Oh,
this
no,
card.
this is good.
Yep. Top of
Thank
tier
you.
4.
Hold on, let's discuss why it's good. So, firstly, it's a 2/1 haste. Hopefully, you're getting in 2. Gets blocked by servo, which I'm not too keen on. Well, it gets blocked by anything. I don't think I'll be getting in for 2 repeatedly more than once. Hopefully, it gets in for 2.
The thing with the card is the fact that you can play a vehicle and attack with it the same turn
Is very powerful.
is
Agreed.
ridiculous.
I think as a card,
once you take this card, you start taking vehicles a lot sooner. I mean, it doesn't sound like that much, but giving a vehicle haste is gonna be berserk. It's gonna be good, awesome.
Yeah,
I don't have adjectives. I can't speak anymore.
It's going to be salivating.
It's gonna be salivating. You're gonna have to double sleeve your cards because they're gonna go wet.
Well, I think vehicles are very much overstated. For
I
their
think
class,
this
8/6
card-
menace.
I think this might be a tier 3.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
No.
I think you're underestimating how good it will be to attack with haste with a vehicle.
Maybe.
I think it will be really good.
I like the white equivalent to this a bit more, the first strike, because I think that's a better card on its own.
Oh no, on its own, yeah, but the ability it gives the vehicle, this is way better.
Yeah, I agree with
Way
that.
better.
Yep, I would agree with that too. I don't want to push it. I wouldn't be pushing this into 3.
No,
I think
I'd
this
say-
is
yeah.
a 3. I'm taking the risk, and I think I will be right about this one. I think this is a 3.
So you think this card's analogous with Incendiary Flow?
It's different, but yeah, this is a high pick. I mean, probably Incendiary Flow you pick higher, but this is still in the same category.
So this is
This
sort of
card-
peer, this is a
This
peer
card
noir
will-
to you.
This card,
Bold pick.
this card will win a lot of games. that no other card would.
Okay.
I think if it gets in twice for damage and then it gets your vehicle with
it's
haste.
never going to get in twice, ever.
It's never getting in twice.
It's
If you're
getting
on the play,
once.
why not?
Well, because they might have a 2-drop.
What if they don't?
Well, then you're just happy you drew this on turn 2.
Well,
And you
but
got lucky.
that's what your red decks want to be anyway. I mean, red is really aggressive this set.
Yeah, I like that it's got haste. I just don't think it's going to get in for 2 down. Okay, I
Anyway,
appreciate that.
You can put it on 4, but we're gonna revisit this, and I think this card is gonna be awesome.
Okay, we'll have a Speedray review, Speedray Fanatic re-review. I think it's going to be a little worse than you think, but it's going to be a decent high pick.
Yeah. Cool.
Spireside Infiltrator, 2 and a red, 3/2. When Spireside Infiltrator becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Now here's a card I can get behind. This is what the 1/3 for 2 wants to be. So when it becomes tapped, obviously when it's attacking, it does 1 damage to target opponent. When it crews a vehicle, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, I like this.
Yep, this card's good.
I think this is a very strong card.
Yeah.
Well, it's not broken. It's nothing.
No, but it's for common. It's probably one of the better red cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a strong common red card. That being said, I wouldn't put it any higher than tier 4. It's a good playable. But it is, as I said, it is a good playable. I'm happy to have this in my deck.
Yeah.
Even if I've got no vehicles, it's 3 mana 3/2 that will deal 1 to my opponent. That's fine.
Agree.
Yep.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Spontaneous Artist. 4 mana 3/3 with 3 and a red. When Spontaneous Artist enters the battlefield, you get a single energy counter. You can pay energy to give target creature haste until end of turn.
This feels very meh to me.
Are you using... Well, okay.
I think this is good.
I think this is good. My reasoning is this is the worst case scenario. This is a 4 mana 3/3 haste. You don't need more than, but you only get 1 haste on it.
Mm.
Best case scenario, the way I've been using it is this is a 4 mana 3/3 that gives a big vehicle haste.
Ah.
Or that gives, if you have more energy sources, it gives anything haste. Like your opponents, you're gonna deal a lot of damage to them early, and they can't really attack because they're scared. Because if they attack with too many things, you're gonna have more creatures, and you can even plan a big attack of putting 2 creatures down, giving both haste and alpha striking. I like this.
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, you definitely.
I like this a lot more than the Maul Fist guy, the 4 mana 4/2 who could stop people blocking.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is very true. Very true. Okay. Yep.
I'm actually really high on this card. I think I might go to tier 3.
No.
No, it's too high.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. I think in the right deck, this is a very powerful card. But yeah, it's a 4 mana
It will be
3/3.
very good.
It's a hill giant with upside. I suppose we can't really put that as a solid first pick.
Yeah.
Tier 4. Start your engines. Who fucking knows? Let's be honest. 3 and a red, sorcery uncommon. Vehicles you control become artifact creatures until end of turn. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Choo choo, choo choo. I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea. I think
It just gave trample. That would be awesome.
Yeah. It does not though. There's going to be some decks which are built around this, rightly or wrongly.
It makes you feel like you want to be playing more than you want to have multiple vehicles in the battlefield. But then when you're playing with multiple vehicles, it feels really clunky.
Agreed.
I think this could be good.
It could be. Obviously, it could be good. It can win the game.
I start brewing stuff in my head, and I think you don't have to pay attention to only the vehicle part so much. I mean, this is a worst case scenario, a trumpet blast. A bit more expensive.
And a sorcery speed.
And at sorcery speed, so
that's a really bad worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's I can see myself playing. I don't know, maybe I'm fresh out of Elder Timon and I play so many Borrowed Graces that everything that looks like a Borrowed Grace, I'm like, yeah.
Alex is right. There's so many situations where this turns your hand into a really great hand, but where otherwise you've just got a load of vehicles on the battlefield that are literally doing nothing.
Fair. If vehicles gain trample, this would be awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like this is tier 5.
Yeah, me too. Maybe even lower. You know when you want this card, and let's be honest, you're going to pick one up because no one else wants it.
You know who you are that wants this card.
You know
honestly,
who you are, and I
should
hate
be ashamed. Yeah,
I hate you with a lot of passion.
We don't need you here. Go away.
Get out, unless you've liked and subscribed and got Davi's kidneys.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, it's tier 5, maybe even worse, but tier 5.
Bottom of tier 5.
Is this better than Threaten? Hijack? Probably.
I have spoken.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
right,
it is better.
Right. Territorial Gorger. 3 in a red. Gold. Meaning rare. Trample. 2/2. Wait, what? Whenever you get 1 or more energy, Territorial Gorger gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So obviously obligatory rules thing out the way. First of all, if you get 1 energy or 35 energy in one at one go, you are getting +2/+2 until end of turn, not +2/+2 for each energy.
However, if you have 2 instances of gaining energy, then you get +2/+2 for each one of those.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think this card is very good.
I am very much of that belief too. It just, I mean, it's just so situational. Like, in the right deck, hopefully it's going to be a 4/4 trample half the turns.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's sort of... I mean, I can see scenarios where this just goes off and you've got a 10/10 trampler because you've got, synergy between some artifacts that are giving you 1 energy when a creature enters the battlefield, and then you play a creature, you get another 2 energy, and then it's a 6/6, which feels great. But that's sort of like... It's not very consistent, is it? And it requires a lot of your deck to come together to really sort of enable it to where you want.
Yeah. And it's terrible when you're behind.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
I
know you guys don't want to hurt its feelings because it looks cute and it has a blue nose. And it's probably doing methamphetamine because that blue thing for sure is crystal meth. This is basically a meth head, and you should never trust a meth head. So just send it away. I don't even want to look at it anymore.
I put it in tier 5.
It disgusts me.
I can see decks where this is great, but for most of the time, I'm hoping to... Well, okay, I'm hoping I get the deck with this is great and have a lot of fun, but most of the time I'm going to pass it.
It's going to steal your wallet to buy drugs. Don't play this card.
Tier
Next
5.
one.
Terror of the Hulking Brute. Sorry, Terror of the Fairgrounds. 4 mana 5/2 creature gremlin.
Has this ever been a good card?
Yeah.
No.
It has. Like first iteration in Return to Ravnica, because it had all the Izzet stuff of unblockability, tap their stuff. That wasn't good. It's tier 5. It's bad. It might be worse.
This is also a 6. I think this is a 6.
I could go to 6. I could definitely be talked into a 6 for this.
When will I be happy to play this? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I haven't really studied. I mean, I don't know all the interactions in this set. We haven't played it much, but Hulking Devil was a 6. Hulking Devil was crap. I was really unhappy to ever play that card.
Yeah, I think this is a 6.
Okay, I think it might be a little harsh on the old Fairground Terror here, but we'll go for it. Thriving Grubs, 1 in a red, common. When Thriving Grubs
they
enter
are
the
so
battlefield...
cute!
They are pretty cute. Very quiet.
My god, they are so cute. I love this card.
Sorry guys, do you want me to finish this, or do you want to just go on your bloody... Jesus Christ. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. When it attacks, you may pay energy. And if you do play +1/+1 counter on it, it's a 2/1. So as we said before, it's whenever you attack, then you say yes or no to paying the energy. You can't get them at instant speed.
I think
this is a tier 1. I'm first picking this card. This card is... I didn't pay attention to the art. This is the first time I'm actually seeing it up close. This is... Oh my god! Okay. You can do this. Alright. So, Thriving Grubs. It's pretty good.
How about the art, mate?
I mean, it's not getting out of tier 4, is it? But it's doing what you want. For the Thriving cycle, this feels like one of the better ones. Because
agreed.
I think he might one of the best red commons for sure. This card is great.
Yeah.
I've been playing this. I mean, mainly I've been playing it as a 2/1 that gives me 2 energy, and sometimes I've got
something else with, yeah.
But I made it a 5/4 before, and that was fantastic.
I like it.
I like it quite a lot. I still put it in our tier 4. It's a good playable category.
Yeah, it's a high tier 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
But pick it relatively highly. Wayward Giant, 4 in a red, 4/5 with Menace common.
We are getting similar cards to this all the time now. It's usually okay.
Yeah. Doesn't seem too bad to me.
I mean, it's not doing anything fancy, but I like Menace as a keyword in this format a lot, especially when there's like it's sort of analogous to Trample. There's a lot of things they can throw in front of it. But they're not going to want to double chumps. They're probably going to want to trade. Makes combat tricks great.
Yep.
Which we haven't seen too many actually.
I want to see the previous art again.
Daddy.
I mean, where do you put it then? Where do you put it, Alex? Do you think it's?
I think it's bottom of, bottom of tier 4 probably.
Tier 4. If you have to play one of these, it's fine.
Yeah. You don't want to play a lot, but just putting one at the top of your curve, it's doing sort of what you want to be doing in red.
Yeah, it's a bit sexier than it seems. My God,
Yeah.
it seems sexy. I'm loath to put this in a meh pile because I don't think it is. I think a 5 mana 4/5 is powerful.
Speaking about sexy, he's doing a Monroe over there. Look, his thing flying, his skirt kind of flying a bit.
He's an attractive man, isn't he? This giant, no more attractive
He's
than
got swagger.
this welding sparks. 2 and a red, instant. Welding spark deals X damage to target creature, where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control.
Oof.
Best red common?
Yes. Lock it in.
Yeah, most certainly. I mean, 2 and a red, instant, deal 3 damage.
Which is fine. Quite often it'll be deal 4, even deal 5.
I don't care. I'm playing this with no artifacts. This is a very strong card. Put it in
This
tier
card
3.
is great. And it's an instant. Yeah, it's a tier 3.
Yep,
Strong
definitely.
removal. So what do we think of red? Red seems very aggressive to me.
Red seems really good.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. Lots of haste, lots of solid creatures. There's no real broken red cards, but they're all going towards a similar aim of winning the game quickly.
It feels consistent, and it feels probably quite deep as well as a color. Like even the sort of 5 mana 4/5 menace. Yeah, I'll see that halfway through the pack and pick it up.
Yeah, I like it. I'm impressed. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our look at red. Please do like and subscribe. There'll be a black review going up very shortly. Davy, you've been singing us out, and that's been a mistake. So we're just going to end it here. Wave, everyone.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so bright. Okay, you can stop now.
Very, very sorry.